What's up, positive bitches? How are we doing today? If you're hearing this episode, then you are meant to be here, so keep listening. On that Bitches Positive podcast, sometimes we will laugh, other times, baby girl, we're gonna cry, but we will always walk away feeling our most empowered, positive bitch self. That is Babe in true connection with herself. On this podcast, we unbecome who we are not, so we can fully step into exactly who we came here to be. And today, we are talking about how to keep them interested. You got them, but now you want to keep them. And that is a whole other story. Before we get into it, yes, you may have heard the news. Show Up As Her, my book, my child, my baby, is now published. She is birthed into the world. If you want to learn more about manifestation, if you want to become a master manifester, release anxiety, if you want to enter your most magnetic era, then this book will give you all you need to know and more. I don't leave anything out. I was saying on Instagram yesterday, it would be easier for me to tell you what's not in the book than to tell you what is in the book, because I give you everything you need to know. Shadow work, inner child work, mindset makeover. We do not gatekeep around here. There was a distinct choice that I made in 2020, and I did something very specific to Quantum Leap, and it changed my whole entire life. And I give you that exact technique in this book. If you want to become your desired self, if you want to enter into your most magnetic era, I have a technique, and I write it out step by step by step for you to do so that you can achieve that timeline. When I made this decision, not only did I release upwards of 30 pounds, I completely healed the relationship with myself, with my partner. I found my purpose, started my own business, started my own podcast, got opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, grew my socials, and then got a book deal. So if you want to learn how to completely change your life in the present moment, in this instance, not tomorrow, not in 1 month, but today, Show Up As Her will give you everything you need to know and more. And you can get the book in the show notes. Without further ado, let's get into today's episode. As a celebration for Show Up As Her being released this week, we are actually going to pull some themes from the book. So in the book, I have 2 chapters on manifestation, how to attract a partner, and how to keep them. Especially for my anxiety and codependent girlies, we need to learn how to use our power in a way that's actually conducive to our desires, and that is what this book will help you to do. So I posted this on Instagram, and I was looking through some of the questions. One of the questions is, how do you keep, once you attracted someone into your life, how do you keep them? How do you not just send them all of your energy and then repel them? Remember, this is the most important thing, and I will say it every podcast if I need to. Anything you chase, whether it's a bug or a boy, will run away. In the book, I give you a whole entire chart on what energetically chasing looks like. Because you might think you're playing it cool. Oh, I'm going to wait an hour before I text them back. That's a waste of your time. Oh, I know that they called me, but I'm going to wait an hour till I call them back. It's a waste of your time. You know why? Because energy does not lie. You can try to act like the chill girl. You can try to act like the cool girl, but you know who knows the truth is this energetic universe, your subconscious mind and your higher self, and also their subconscious mind. Energy is non-local. People can feel when you're energetically chasing them, even though you think you're playing it cool. Think about it. The guy who's obsessed with you, you think is creepy because he's sending way too much energy. Meanwhile, the guy who won't give you any attention, you're obsessed with. It's almost like energy is controlling everything because, oh, right, it is. If you want the full chart for what energetically chasing is, of course, get Show Up As Her. But I'm going to read you a couple of the things, okay? Waiting around for their texts, stalking their social media, checking their following count, saying you're manifesting them when really you're just obsessing over them. You're not manifesting them if you're just manically spiraling over them. Because what are you thinking about them? So where is your energy going? Towards them. Whatever you focus on, you're also giving that thing your energy. So if you just started to talk to someone and you feel yourself 24/7 obsessing over them, wanting to stalk them, looking at their following account, we need to reel it back in. Why? Because anything we chase, whether it's a bug or boy, will run away. By the way, this is not just for relationships. This is for with coworkers. This is for getting a job or getting an opportunity. The energy of desperation, jobs, they can feel it. Coworkers, they can feel it. Opportunities can feel it. The energy of desperation repels everything. As soon as you become desperate and you're desperately sending them all of your energy, you are making this relationship or this job opportunity so much harder to actually align with, because you're so focused on the lack of it in your life. You're so focused of feeling like it's so far away that all you end up doing is attracting more emotional experiences that make you feel more lack. So how do we counteract energetically chasing? How do we stay embodied in our own vessel even when we really like someone? Number one, you have to normalize the bare minimum. I see the question all the time, well, they're watching all of my stories. That must mean something. Oh my God. No, stop it. My grandmother could watch your stories on Instagram. That doesn't mean that she's now committed to you. Someone being curious about your life and what you're doing is not commitment. Someone just being curious about you, that's not a big deal. We need to normalize the bare minimum. And guess what? Breadcrumbs is not enough to sustain you. We need a whole entire love, baby girl. Breadcrumbs will never sustain you. We need to recognize the bare minimum as being a turnoff, not a moment to try to prove ourselves worthy of someone else. Why aren't they calling me? Why aren't they texting me? Oh my God, I'm going to manipulate myself so they like me. I'm going to become their dream girl instead of focusing on my own life. There's a positive bitch tip for normalizing the bare minimum. When we feel they are pulling away, our first instinct is to try to give more, but this only repels them further. If giving them some of your energy wasn't appreciated, giving more of the same will not be appreciated either. We need to recognize that we might have beautiful, lovely energy, but not everyone is going to be able to recognize the value that we hold. And not everyone, even if they do recognize our value, will be able to afford us energetically in their life. Now listen up to me. If these people are able to play with NPCs on their little video games, an NPC is a non-player character. If they have time to play with fake people, okay, in video games, they have time to text you. They have time to call you. They have time to interact with you. No one on God's green earth is that busy. I know men who work very high-powered jobs, and they've always had enough time to contact their wife and or the girl that they were pursuing. They never said, well, I'm busy. I can't. I actually had a man who's very high up there literally say to me, everyone has enough time in their day when they prioritize that person. It's not about not having enough time. It's about someone's priorities and what they value. If someone is telling you that they're too busy, that's simply not true. They just don't value you enough. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but baby girl, I'd rather you swallow this now than choke later, because you allow this person into your life and you let them play you, because really you're playing yourself. And around here, we're not going to blame ourselves. We're not going to throw ourselves a pity party. All we're going to do is take total responsibility and read the writing on the wall. They should be pursuing you. They should be sending the flowers. They should be sending the text message. They should be calling you. They should be trying to see you. And that should become increasingly more of an occurrence. The cadence should speed up. You should not be sitting there confused. And if you're confused, that is not courtship, that's confusion. And confusion is a signal. Mixed signal is a signal. Silence is a signal. All of this is information. Now, I don't want you looking at this other person and psychoanalyzing every single thing. Just take it as data. Dating is data. That's it. That's all it is. What is this person doing? Are they pursuing me? Are they not saying anything? Okay, let me jot this down. Let me pay attention to what's going on. It's so important that we do this. Yesterday on live, or 2 days ago, someone was saying, they're not reaching out to me. Should I reach out to them? What should I do? I said, no, do not reach out to them. You need to see who this person is. You need to see if this person has a stamina to actually pursue you and get you. You need to see who this person is when you're not reaching out to them. What are they doing? How are they acting? How are they going after you to seal the deal? And if they're not, that's not an invitation to chase them. That should be a signal. Oh, this person obviously is not that into it. I'm going to refocus on me and see what else is out there. This brings me to my next point. You've attracted this person into your life. You want to keep them around. You're dating. You're not sure what the boundaries are. The lines sometimes get blurred. What do? The number one thing I really want you to pay attention to is not overfeeding them with your energy. And this isn't because you're stingy. It's because you need to stay in your own damn vessel. So let's read. Stop overfeeding them. Allowing people to not treat you with the utmost respect and love is a symptom of you placing them on your pedestal. What would help is putting them on an energetic diet. This means no more sending them endless amounts of your energy for nothing in return because you are not a bowling ball. If you have been overfeeding them with your energy, you're simultaneously starving yourself. Shift your focus and your energy will follow. If you're constantly worried, who are they following? What are they doing? Why aren't they calling me? You're more focused on their reality than your own. You're more focused on their incarnation than your own. I'm sorry. Did you incarnate as them? No, you did not. So what are you doing? So we have to put them on an energetic diet. One of the ways we can stay centered and not give them all of our energy is to have non-negotiables. We've talked about this before. Non-negotiables are activities or hobbies, your side hustle, your career. They are things you engage with regardless of who comes in and out of your life because these activities, these behaviors make you you. They're healthy habits that allow you to feel your best in your own skin. If you have non-negotiables, what will this do for you? It will help you to focus on you. If you're focused on you, where will your energy be? Your energy will be on you. You will be feeding yourself with your own energy. You will be embodied in your own vessel, and you will not be sending them all of your energy. The reason I referenced a bowling ball in that passage is because earlier on in the chapter, I talk about two different energetic dynamics that you might be experiencing. And I think we all have experienced both of these, maybe not, but you definitely feel the difference. So the dynamic you don't want, the dynamic that is overfeeding them with your energy is that of a bowling ball. You're thinking about them, you're sending the text, you're pursuing them, you're giving them all of your thoughts and your emotions, and you're really selling yourself. But all this does is deplete you, and just like a bowling ball, you come in with all of this force, but you knock all the pins down, and you repel the pins in the opposite direction. When you overfeed someone with your energy, you are like a bowling ball, and you knock the pins all over the place, and you repel them. Essentially, you repel them. That is what we don't want to do because that means we're starving ourselves of our own energy. We're going to feel depleted. And also, we're just getting bad results because we're repelling everybody. What you want to look for is something that feels like a tennis match. They send some energy, you give some back. They send some energy, you give some back. You are hitting the ball from them to you, from them to you, from them to you. You're allowing them to pursue you. You're getting data on how they're pursuing you. You're getting information you need because, by the way, you have to know if you even like this person. And I swear, sometimes I really don't even think we know whether or not we like them. We miss all of the red flags because all we're doing is body bouncing and trying to see how they're perceiving us rather than us even seeing if we like them. That is repellent. You might as well bottle that up and spray it on yourself when you're on a trail because you are going to repel everyone, even the bugs. Yup. That's how it works. This universe that we reside in is an energetic one. And there are energetic laws that, baby girl, they apply whether or not you believe in them. Whether or not you know about these energetic laws like gravity, they will apply. If you walk off a cliff, you are falling. If you energetically chase, you will repel them. It does not matter. Nothing else matters because everything at its core is energy. You are energy. They are energy. And how we interact with other people is all an energetic exchange. This is why it's so important you get this book, Show Up As Her, because you have to understand the results you're getting, why you're getting them, and how you're using your energy. It breaks my heart. I wanted to put another word in there, but YouTube will demonetize me and take me down, so I can't. But it breaks my heart that I get messages every single day from women all over the world and men. They left me. Everyone leaves me. I'm always abandoned. And they think it's because there's something fundamentally wrong with them when there's nothing wrong with them. They just don't know how to use their energy in a way that's conducive to their desires. I'm telling you, you have the power, you have the energy, but you have to learn the tools. Because without the tools, what is knowledge? Knowledge is nothing if you can't put it into action. Knowledge means diddly squat if you don't know how to actually use that knowledge to make your life better. What's the point of being the smartest person alive if you don't do anything with the information? What is the point? Oh, that's right. There's no point. There is none. So you have to actually take responsibility and use this knowledge and put it into action. Not for me, for you. Okay, next point. Stop ghosting your own needs. There's a difference between being needy and expressing your needs. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. There's a difference between being needy and expressing your needs. Expressing your own needs places you on your own pedestal and communicates to your subconscious mind, as well as the universe and other people, that you know your worth. There's nothing wrong with expressing your needs. In fact, it must be done if you want a healthy relationship. Newsflash, no one can read your mind. Being needy is when you place the other person on the pedestal and derive all your happiness, excitement, and love from them. When we are needy of them, we will often ghost ourselves, thinking it's a way to ensure to get them. I see this all the time, even in my own life. I would abandon myself, my wants and my needs, because I thought that is how I could ensure them in my life. I thought if I gave up my center, if I gave up myself, well, then I'll be able to get love in a relationship. If I give up myself, I will earn them. That is faulty programming, and that is not true. And it's so important early on in your relationship that you set up a healthy energetic dynamic where both of you get your needs met and you're also both in complete clarity about what one another wants and needs. You don't want to set up a dynamic where you are just someone's slave and you never express yourself and you're in constant fear that they're going to leave you. If they want to leave, let them. Because in the space that they lead you with, not only will you find your purpose, but you'll find someone better. Hello. Anyway, when you speak up for yourself, my mom always said, and it's the truest form of energy, when you speak up for your needs, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, they will be met. When you speak up for your needs, they will be met. That doesn't make you needy. It doesn't make you annoying. It makes you someone who's so confident in themselves that they know if this person can't meet their needs, that someone else will. Give people the chance to show up for you. Give people the chance to pursue you in a way you actually want to be pursued, and be honest about what it is you want and need. I remember when I was dating someone, and I always call him Specimen 6'4" because girl. Anyway, I remember telling him, I literally, a phone call to me is so important. It's really important to me. And he literally said to my face, I'll never call you. I thought that I could just stuff down my needs and be okay with that. I was like, it's fine. I was in such a low vibration at the time. And I really just wanted companionship because I felt so lonely that I was willing to accept anything. And because I ghosted my own wants and needs, because I really didn't speak up for myself and say, no, that's not okay with me, I did get the bare minimum, and I took those crumbs and I tried to make myself be satisfied with crumbs, and all it did was make myself turn on myself. All I did was get so angry at myself for allowing this dynamic, and I betrayed myself. And what ended up happening is he basically just ghosted me. It was weird because it was cosmic cancellation. We kind of just canceled each other out, but he really did just leave my life and never met any of my needs. And it was not an equal energetic exchange because I was so willing to ghost myself. And that will never allow you to be satisfied. We think we have to ghost ourselves, but this gets us the opposite of what we want. If you can ghost your own self, why wouldn't someone else? When you ghost your own needs, beliefs, morals, and values, it will be easy for that other person to ghost you too. People will continue to mirror this behavior until you show up differently. The universe will not let up on you, baby girl, because the universe, it is always extending energetic invitations for you to heal deeper. So you will keep getting these situationships, these people who ghost you, until you stop ghosting yourself. If you're early stages dating someone and you want to keep them around, you really see potential with this person, you can't keep doing what you've been doing. You can't keep letting go of yourself in order to try to get other people to stay, because if you have to betray yourself, that is not the right person for you. Positive bitch tip: how we treat ourselves mentally, physically, and energetically will teach other people how to treat us. If they see that you do not value yourself, they will not value you either. I hate to be the one to tell you this, and I also love it. Because I'm not going to lie to you and say everything's going to be okay and you'll find that person. No, you won't if you don't stop doing what you've been doing. Sorry, that's the truth. If you want to get different results, newsflash, you got to show up differently. If you want a new life, you have to pay up and you have to release the behaviors, the thought patterns that you've been engaging with, and you have to adopt new thoughts, new behaviors, and a new mentality. Show up as her will help you do this. There's no point in suffering anymore. There's no point. Why would you continue on doing the same thing and repeatedly just getting upset with yourself? You don't have to suffer anymore. You don't have to suffer anymore. You can get this book. You can change your mind. You can change your life. There's no reward for repeatedly, constantly, consistently suffering when it comes to relationships, career, your body, your life. You're not Jesus Christ. You don't have to die on the cross for us. That's not your journey, baby. It's not your journey, okay? That's not your life. You have a different one. Good for you, by the way. His sounds like a really rough journey. I don't think any of us need that right now. But this stuff cuts deep. Intimate relationships, oof, they cut deep. Another point. Don't try hard, try easy. Yep. I think so much of the time we try so hard for career, love life, just in general. We try so hard to get people to stay. We try so hard to make situations work out in a way where we have control. What if we just tried easy? Like, actually, ask yourself, how does that feel in your body? Literally say aloud, what if I just tried easy? What if I just surrendered? What if I just allowed people to show me who they are? What if I just allowed people to pursue me instead of me thinking I have to pursue them? What if I just let things unfold? What is your body doing? How does it feel? For some of you, you might be feeling a peace you haven't felt in a really long time. For others of you, you might feel actually extreme stress because you're not familiar with giving up control. You're not familiar with being in your divine feminine energy. All you know is your masculine energy. And what does the masculine want to do? Really, the wounded masculine, what does it want to do? Control, dominate. It always is so deeply trying to connect every single dot before your soul should even know where the next dot is coming from. Don't try hard, try easy. What we don't realize is when we're trying so hard, what are you feeling emotionally? We're feeling the lack of what it is we want in our life. We're feeling the lack of love, the lack of abundance, the lack of appreciation. When we're trying really, really hard in the 3D, it's because energetically we're feeling lack. And what matters is not what's happening in the 3D. Are you facing your reality or are you creating your reality? What matters is what you're broadcasting on an energetic level, because that is what is pulling in your experiences. Your energetic signature is made up of your dominant thoughts and your dominant feelings. Really, feelings is the more powerful one, but it's both, because thoughts cause biochemical reactions, which cause feelings. Either way, your dominant thoughts and your dominant feelings are pulling in your experiences. If you're trying hard in the 3D, what are you thinking and what are you feeling energetically? Because that is what's manifesting. If you're trying so hard in the 3D because the root is that you don't think you're good enough and you feel the lack of whatever it is you want in your life, well, you're just going to attract more lack. The masculine energy can get stuck in survival mode and become over-focused on chasing material goods, relationships, people, places, anything. The masculine tends to get lost under the guise of the ego, while the feminine knows we are much more than what meets the eye. The feminine energy doesn't try hard because she knows she already has everything she needs within her. When we try hard for something, or should I say someone, not only do we begin to energetically chase that thing or person, but we place them on our pedestal. This makes them the king and us the peasant. Are you a peasant? No, so stop acting like one. Anytime we place anything on our pedestal, it automatically, energetically is above us, and therefore it becomes harder to align with. When we place a person on our pedestal, we end up living according to their law, their rules, and their way. We have gotten lost in trying hard. We have forgotten how easy aligning with like vibration people is. Like naturally attracts like. You don't have to do much. The one thing you must do is show up authentically as yourself and leave the rest up to the universe's electromagnetic field. So, here's the thing. Like naturally attracts like. Attracting what you want is simpler than what you think. It's energetic law that like attracts like. It's energetic law, therefore, that what you're seeking, that right person is also seeking you. The person you're praying for is also praying for you. The person that you're wanting is also wanting you. You have to let the energetic universe place you in the right place at the right time with the right people. If you're going out on a date with someone new or someone you've been dating for a little bit, but it's still new, even if you're just going out to the bar, the restaurant, the club, what I want you to be asking yourself is not, how can I prove myself? How can I look good for them? Blah, 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 blah. Not all that word vomit. What I want you to be asking yourself is one simple question, and that is, how can I just enjoy myself tonight? We have forgotten how easy and fun manifestation is. If you want to manifest 10 times more efficiently and better, just ask yourself, how can I find joy in every single moment? I prefer, how can I find fun in every single moment? As a Capricorn, I have found a lot of my time I am so in a work mindset. I spent most of my life in my masculine energy. That's why I'm here right now talking about this stuff, because it's so important that we don't get lost in the sauce. Hello, wake up. Is anyone out there? It's time to show up as her. Life is so short. One day we will not be here. What are we doing wasting our time? Today is so important. So how can we find joy? How can we find happiness and fun in right now? In right now. It's imperative that you are setting intentions before you go out. Tonight, I'm going to have fun. Tonight, I'm going to enjoy myself. Tonight is going to be a night like no other. I'm going to stay focused on me. I'm going to enjoy my own human experience. I've been thinking a lot about this mantra recently that just came to my mind. Mantra moment. This new mantra I've been working with is, when I focus on me, I have peace. When I focus on me, I have peace. This reminds me that when I stay focused on my own incarnation and I feed myself with my energy, I have peace. I'm not worried about someone else. I'm not worried about something in the future, and I'm not regretting something from my past. I am so steeped in my present moment. And when I do that, I have peace. We get depression from our past, anxiety from our future. What do we get from our present moment? Power and peace. The double peace. Ooh, that's good. And it feels good because our power lies in our present moment. We can reframe the past, of course. We can intend for our future, of course. But where can we take true aligned action? It's in our present moment. If you want to learn more about manifestation, more about how to unlock your magnetic energy, how to release anxiety, how to regulate your nervous system, how to stay embodied in your own vessel, not get mad, but get everything you've ever wanted and desired, I really invite you to get Show Up As Her, 10 Laws for Reclaiming Your Power, Embodying Magnetic Energy, and Positive Manifestation. I really invite you to take action and invest in yourself. You are the greatest investment that you can possibly make. You have to take healthy risk on yourself. And I would hardly equate getting a book and reading it as a risk. But if you're not used to doing that, then it can feel unfamiliar and maybe a little scary. And your ego might even want to resist it. But your soul has brought you to this podcast today. Your soul has aligned you with me for good reason. Don't let your soul down. Don't let your future self down. Don't let your potential be so far away from you. Your potential, the relationship you want, the career that you want, the body that you want, all of these things are in your reach. But are you grabbing them, or are you just thinking about them? Because thought in itself is not enough. You have to become her and show up as her every damn day. That is the price of admission to your desired life. That is the price that you have to pay to get what it is you want, but it will be truly the best thing you do for yourself. I love you so much. If you want to get Show Up As Her, the link will be in the show notes, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah.